Hi, I'm Mark Kiesel, and I've been running the guitar division of Carvin since 1970, and we've just got some great, exciting news to share.
You know, Carvin's been known for many years as building high-quality guitars, basses, amplifiers, and pro audio gear, and our guitar industry and the guitar division here in the custom shop has just grown so much that the exciting news is we're actually branching off with the custom shop and the guitar division as a separate company altogether. And with this announcement, we are also announcing the Kiesel guitar line that is built in the same facility as the Carvin guitar line. And this is going to be a big thing for both sides of the family. The one side will continue on doing amplifiers and audio and being able to specialize in what they do. And me and my dad will continue on doing the instruments and able to specialize in what we love to do.
And you can rest assured that the Carvin guitar line is going to completely remain. And we're going to expound on that, and with these special Kiesel builds, some select Kiesel models, that we're going to continue the legacy of both the Carvin brand name that my dad created in 1949, but in honor of my dad, we're calling our new company Kiesel Guitars. But Kiesel Guitars will go on producing Carvin guitars and select models of Kiesel guitars and Kiesel editions. So it's exciting news for Jeff and I.
Well, the Kiesel Guitars came about because in 1946, that was the original name of the company. And getting back to our roots, you know, Grandpa, Lowell Kiesel, started the company, and it was a pickup and a lap steel and amplifier company for a few years, and then the name was changed to Carvin to get out of some dealer contracts that had them locked in. And, you know, I'd always had this special attachment to the Kiesel name and the Kiesel logo, spending a lot of time with my grandfather as a young kid, and every time he was here on a Tuesday, you know, just making sure I was around to have lunch with him and hang out with him. And, you know, just we really have gone in a different direction with the company as far as the instruments. And we've stepped the quality up so much that, you know, I think it was time to go to the Kiesel name, to go back to it. And I think Grandpa would be proud. You know, he didn't change the name to Carvin because he wanted to. He changed it because he had to.
Yeah, well, Dad started in '46 and went through '49 with the Kiesel brand name, and his two oldest sons, my two older brothers, Carson and Gavin, were born at the time, and that is where Carvin came from, the combination of Carson and Gavin.
Well, the custom shop really started in the late 70s, early 80s. You know, my dad has ran the guitar division since 1970, and he had this amazing vision to turn it into a custom shop and allow the player to pick key things, you know, not just paint jobs and hardware, but pick the wood they wanted the guitar made out of. Different headstock shapes, different headstock styles. Not just basic hardware choices. And in those days, you couldn't get a custom guitar like that from anybody. And if you did, it was big, big bucks. So he always had the value there and really branded and created a custom shop. And you know, if it wasn't for that back then, we wouldn't be the custom shop we are today. And of course, we've expanded it, but it's on that original idea that he had way back when nobody did that.
So then Jeff had the idea of taking Grandpa's original Kiesel logo from the '40s and says, you know, I think this logo is really cool. And so we made up some logos that are a little different than the original, but pretty close to the same. And so we've been putting these Kiesel logos on, or Jeff has, and they're looking great. And so he's sold quite a few of these special Kiesel builds now. And it's awesome to see what the idea that he took, because I never thought about doing that. And then Jeff had the vision to do something in kind of honoring my dad, his grandpa, you know, something that he did back in the 40s.
You know, when the opportunity came up to go ahead and you know, expand the custom shop, we decided to go with the Kiesel name. You know, we thought it was fitting. It's what Grandpa originally had, and that's what's exciting and new from us. A lot of people ask what the difference is when it has the Kiesel logo versus the Carvin logo. When you have the standard Carvin logo or the standard Kiesel logo, they're built on the same machines, same labor, same staff. The difference is the models have a little more complexity to them, potentially with the Kiesel name. The Kiesel models will come with the Kiesel passive pickup standard as well. Then when you get into the Kiesel editions that have the Kiesel name, that gets into the boutique guitar realm. Guys that really want the best of the best as far as the premium looking woods. And a lot of those models get a lot of hands-on by me. Some of them even all the finish work. And between each step, I have to approve it before it goes to the next step or position. And they get signed by both of us. And these guitars are photographed during the build process, and I send the customer updated photos of these special Kiesel edition builds.
Another thing that's exciting about this transition is the improvements that we're going to continue to make on all of our products, as we have been during the last 35, 40 years. You know, we've made more improvements in the last 5 than we had in the previous 35 years before that, and we're going to continue to do that. We just bought another Haas CNC machine. We've already got 4 other CNC machines along with other computerized equipment to bring the highest quality level to our instruments. We just purchased and are using the new state-of-the-art digitizing machinery that is accurate to less than 1/1000th of an inch.
The tolerances we have here are 1/10 of a human hair. So I hear the comment all the time, people will say, hey, I want a handmade guitar. And I can assure you, you don't want a handmade guitar. What you want is you want a machine-made guitar and hand finished and hand assembled. And that's exactly what we do here. All of our guys that are doing all the hand finishing, they're removing machining scratches. Now these machining scratches are 1/10 of a human hair. So you can imagine how our guitars are so repeatable. You don't have to pick 10 up to get a good one. They're all exactly the same. These guys aren't putting their own flair on each guitar. They are getting them to the point where they can go to the next step. And these guys are experts. They do it all day long. It's not one luthier building 30 guitars a year. It's one guy doing the same job 30, 40 times a day. So you can imagine how good they get.
You know, and with this transition, we're going to keep all of the great employees that Carvin has had for so many years. I mean, we have countless 20-year employees, several 30-year plus employees, and these are all people that are masters of their trade.
You know what's great is looking at a Carvin guitar now and looking at a Carvin guitar 10 years ago, they're not even comparable. The guitars we build now are far superior to anything we've ever built because we continue to evolve the construction, the build process, and the quality. And that comes from our amazing craftsmen that are so good at what they do. It comes from us giving input and refining the processes. And of course, we couldn't do all this to the level we do without the latest state-of-the-art machinery. And what's awesome is looking at a Carvin 10 years ago, looking at a Carvin or a Kiesel now, just wait and see what the future holds. We're going to continue to develop this product and make it the best it can be. And we have a lot of new custom shop features and options. We're doing the color treated fingerboards. It's a process I came up with. We've done as early as 1996 and really perfected it and started offering it to our customers in 2014. And this one features a fade with the color, but we can do that in a number of colors. We're doing custom color finishes. You can see this carved top has a fade. I did the finish all by hand myself. And we're really just stepping our image, our quality, our options just up. We're trying to provide an answer for almost every guitar player and bass player out there.